I'm on in my kitchen. Hey, go ahead, comment, see if I care. Subscribe though, if you're going to comment. I know what I look like. I've been in the yard since about 8 a.m. It's getting on lunchtime now, and I'm famished. I'm running on 2 cups of Joe and a banana, so it's time to eat. But the issue is, it's slim pickings around here. This happens to me a lot. I'm 11 miles from the nearest grocery supermarket, and but I work in the big city, so I usually do my shopping after work or on the weekends. But you know, sometimes things get scarce around here. But I tell you guys time and time and time again, keep yourselves a pantry. Keep that freezer stocked. Keep that fridge stocked. Grow what you can. You're never going to go hungry. It's just a matter of fixing something up until the next run to the store. So I'm real hungry. I'm going to root around here and figure out something to do. Okay, I talk about the pantry a lot. Let me give you guys a peek. This is the pantry proper. You know, different flours, sugars, cornmeal, vinegars, sugar, pasta. This is the day-to-day to grab stuff. Down here is my, I don't know, I'm not a prepper, you guys, but I call it my prepper shelf, sort of as a gag. I like to always keep a bunch of cans. I started beefing this up heavy at the beginning of the pandemic, but I hit it every now and then so it slims down, and then I try to feed it again. And I always keep a lot of beans. It's one of the few foods that's as good in the can as it is. I mean, I love dried beans. I love soaking them. I think I'm going to grab these today. Alright, let's go up. Here's another item that's a staple in my house. Sue me for cultural appropriation, but I always have some sort of masa in the house. We're going to make corn tortilla today with our black beans. Like I said, it's slim pickings. I went in the fridge. I had a little bit of this Colby Jack cheese left, a little bit of sharp cheddar, and I don't know, that looks like enough for lunch. If I need it, there's a little fresh mozzarella to cheese it up. And I bought these a few days ago, never got around to them. I'm so happy to see them here, these tomatillos. So we're going to make some corn tortilla with some black beans and cheese and a salsa verde. How could you go wrong with that when there's no grocery in the house? I'm going to start by peeling the skin off of these tomatillos. Really? You wanted to sit here and watch me do all of those? I don't think so. I'm going to cut them in half. I rinsed them already. Tomatillos have that little sticky outside, so I just gave them a rinse under cold water. And I'm putting them on this little tray. We're going to broil these things. You can scorch them in a cast iron pan. You can do, remember our roasted peppers? You can do them over a wood fire. But like I said, I'm hungry today. I got a few other things I want to do here, so I want to get lunch on. So we're just going to get these. I'm going to chop my onion. I'll slice it a little so it gets a nice brown on it while those tomatillos sear off. And I've got a serrano chili here. 1 serrano. Gonna cut it in quarters. I'm leaving the seeds, I'm leaving the rib cage, I'm leaving everything on there. Spicy. The trusty old Black & Decker. I've got this on the broil setting. Actually, I'll put it up top. I'm gonna broil these quick and hot. And I'll keep an eye on them. I'll flip them around with the tongs a few times, and then we'll take a look. Come on outside with me for a second. Now look at this. I started this cilantro from seed in the kitchen over the winter, and it's banging. So let's get some of that for the salsa verde. I don't want to deplete it too much. It's just starting to grow real nice with the weather change, but a little handful should work. Okay, corn tortillas, one of my favorite things, one of the simplest things. And when you start making these, buying them just doesn't work. I'm going to zero out my scale. I'm on grams. It's 190 grams of masa. 190. 250 ml of warm water. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And this is not like bread baking. You don't have to be super precise and accurate with this. And a pinch of salt. That's it. Masa harina, water, warm water, a little olive oil, a little salt. Just going to mix this up with a spoon. You can use your hands, you can use your fingers for this, and I'm going to once I get it somewhat incorporated here. So just combine all these. This is not like a bread dough with flour. It's going to be more like, almost like a Play-Doh. You remember Play-Doh? It's like that. Without the fuchsia tones. Okay. Knead it up for a while. Again, this is not like a bread dough. Okay? It's not going to rise or anything like that. No yeast. But we do want to let it rest. Just like pasta. So put it in your bowl. Cover it. Give it about 15-20, half hour if you have time. Anything with any ground flour product, this is corn or water or anything like that, you want to give them a chance to sort of get to know each other. The autolyse process, right? Autolyse, autolyse. I'm terrible with pronunciation. Alright, that's going to rest for a little while. Let's go check out our little broil festival. As I was saying, this smells crazy. Tomatillos are browning up nice. Onions getting soft. Serrano chili. Incredible. I'm going to give them about 5 more minutes under that broiler. And then we'll do the salsa verde. Alright, let's get these beans on simmering while we make our tortillas. A little olive oil, some chopped onion, and half of the other serrano. Had a couple of serranos on the counter, which I was very happy about, because there ain't much in the house right now. I got a nice sizzle going on these. You can see the onions starting to get a little translucent, I guess is the industry term. I don't know. They smell good, that's all I know. With the serrano, kind of a poor man's sofrito. Could add a little garlic to this. I'm hungry. I just wanted to get moving. I'm going to add my black beans. I rinsed them. Canned beans in the house. You'll never be stuck. A little salt. Crack some pepper. Cumin. Cumin or cumin? Who cares? Chili powder. This is that dried Mexican tarragon from last summer. This stuff is amazing. I always say it. Grow your own. And while you're at it, put some food in the ground too. Stuff is incredible. I mean, I love the French tarragon. There's the Russian. Something about this Mexican one. I love the way it grows. Big fat leaves. Tall plant. Incredible. Okay, it's homework time. Have you watched Quick Tips episode 1 yet? A little sideshow we're doing. Here's our chicken stock. If you saw Quick Tips, remember we filled the ice cube trays? This is when it comes in handy. I'm going to go with 3 cubes. Pop that back in the freezer. I'm going to turn this down, let it simmer gently while we make our tortillas. Let that liquid evaporate. Let's give it a taste. Oh go. Those serranos have a nice kick. Alright, let's let that do what it wants to do. Tortilla time. I rested my dough, rolled them up into these nice balls. I got 10 out of that batch. Sometimes I've done 12, sometimes I've done more. These are about, I don't know, a little more than 1.5 ounces each. Some are 1.6, some are 1.7. I wasn't that critical about it, but 10 tortillas will serve me well for the next couple of days. The press is key. And just like with our fry station, get everything set up. Here's just an old freezer bag that I cut. You do want your plastic. And then over by the stove I have cast iron on. There are times when I'll lay the griddle across the 2 burners, but I got my beans going. The griddle on the 2 burners makes it nice because you can work real quick. This has to happen fast, so get everything set up just like a fry station. In the sink on my baking rack I just have this plastic sort of Tupperware thing with a clean kitchen towel in it, and somewhere around here I have a cover for it. This is important because after those come off the hot cast iron they want to steam. Okay, take one of your tortillas, get it on the press, get your plastic. Now I like to rotate it 90 degrees. This way you get an even thickness all the way around. Get them as thick or thin as you like, but remember you have to get them off the plastic. And here you go, peel one side up, get your fingers on there gently. You're going to tear a few, that little piece tore off, but that's okay. You'll get the hang of it. And then lay it gently onto your hot cast iron. I got a little coating of oil on there. Just thin. You're not deep frying these things. And listen, they cook quick. 30 seconds aside, that's all you need. Now, I'm just going to do this one, and then I'm going to turn off this camera and do the rest of them because it's an operation. You want to concentrate. When I do have the when I do use the cast iron griddle across to both things, it's real nice because you can throw one on the back burner, throw one on the front burner, go do 2 more. And there's a nice color. You want to get a little brown, a little char. Now, while I'm doing these, I like to take a spoon and start smashing them up. Get that sort of refrito effect, right? If these start getting too dry, add a little more stock or just some water. Check the other side. Beautiful. So now, take it, throw it in your basket, drop your towel. Now, of course, typical of me, couldn't find the cover, which is like right in front of my face. I have a pot lid, but this is here, the bowl that we had the tortilla dough in. So those want to steam. If you can get that little puff, it's a sign of success, almost like a pita. You want them to kind of puff up. See that puff? That's a sign of success. You're getting that air in there. What's really fun is doing these out over the campfire. You put this cast iron over a hot raging fire, sit around. It's a little rainy out today, and plus, like I said, I'm just making myself lunch. I don't have time to be lounging around. Alright, get a load of this. Every time you add a new one to the bucket, it throws in a new blast of steam to the steam room. So look how nice and pliable these things are. That's the key when you get them off. You're worried about them ripping, breaking, cracking. Let them steam. Until you're ready to use them, just leave them in there. Alright, our beans are cooked. We got some corn tortilla. I bet you forgot about that salsa verde by now with all this nonsense going on. I know I didn't. Get it in. With all that juice from the roasting pan. tomatillo, onion, serrano chili, a little flat leaf parsley, that beautiful cilantro, young cilantro that we just pulled. More of our chicken stock. And of course I screwed up. It wouldn't be an episode if I didn't screw up. I said Quick Tips episode 1. Chicken stock was Quick Tips episode 2. Let's give this a taste. Oh man, that's one of my favorite things in the whole world. You go to a good Mexican place and they put some chips out, homemade chips, with some salsa verde to dip in. I'm in heaven. It's about time to put this together and eat. I am pumped. Okay, it's taco time. I am so ready. Got my same pan on that I made the tortillas on. I put a little more fresh oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. I don't have it as screaming hot as I did when I was making the tortillas, but it's hot. You can see that oil is smoking a little. I take 3 of my tortillas out of the steam room. I'm going to take a little bit of my black beans on each one. This is that Colby Jack and a little sharp cheddar. I decided not to do the mozzarella. Didn't need it. Now, you can see that one started to tear, so be gentle. I probably overdid it with the black beans. I probably didn't need that much. But I'm not complaining about that at all. I got a little crack on the tortilla, but that's not the end of the world. It's all going to the same place. Oh yeah, the cheese here was the way to go. I was going to just throw it in when I got them on the plate. That melting sizzle has got me going. All right. Tortillas are already cooked, you know that, so they don't need a lot. But if you want to crunch them up a little, give them a flip. Just a minute on the other side. Okay, let's dress these up. Black beans, cheddar and jack cheese. I'm going to throw in a little bit of raw onion. You can use whatever you want. Tomato, avocado. Whole gist of the show is I got nothing in the house, so I'm scrambling. It's a little bit of that raw onion that I had on the counter. These are the greens from my radish. And one of my favorite taco garnishes in the whole universe. Beautiful, fresh, young red radish. Alright, that's it. I'm going to hit them with a bit of hot sauce. Frank's in this case. I already know what Laura's saying out there in Kentucky. Where's the sour cream? Well, like I said, this whole show is about me having to go shopping. So, I guess I'm just going to have to suffer through these things. And guess where I'm going? From what the heck is to eat around here, to crunchy corn tortilla black bean tacos. Oh man. You gotta use your noggin when you get hungry. Thanks for coming to my kitchen. See you for the next episode. The hummingbirds are here. Just gonna sit here and enjoy. Alright, you guys. I'm so embarrassed. I got so pumped on those tacos. I mean, my mind just starts raging, not to mention how hungry I was. You probably noticed I never put the salsa verde on them. They didn't suck by any stretch. And it's a good thing I made 10 tortillas. Tacos were killer just the way they were. They're a tad better with the salsa verde, but now I have it. Another thing I can do is just cut those round tacos into chips, bake them or fry them up, make some nachos. That verde ain't going to waste. Sorry.